registered dietitian Nicole Asinga joins us with strategies to make your healthy eating goals stick. Welcome back to Daytime.
Thanks, Denise.
I always love when you come. You come prepared and you give us great ideas. And this time, with New Year's just being around the corner, or just having passed, rather, you're going to help us stick to our healthy eating goals.
Yes, definitely.
And there are about 5 steps. And the first step you say is mindful eating. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so especially around this time of year, I get a lot of clients coming to me who are so motivated, and I love that. And they have huge goals, except for the issue is I have to work with my clients on refining their goals. So making kind of small changes and making sure they last and they're actionable items. So my first goal I work with people on is mindful eating. Okay, mindful eating actually has gotten more attention in the last little bit, and I think in our society today, we eat on the run so much. We eat distracted, like we're in front of a screen, we're in front of our phones. And I work with clients just to say, at every meal, sit down. Eat in a calming environment with a plate, with your utensils, and just enjoy it, because then that way you realize when you're full and you're listening to your internal hunger cues a bit more.
That's a really good point. You can then pay attention to when you're full, because sometimes if you're distracted, you're on your phone and you're checking social media and you're just sort of shoving it in, you'll overeat.
Exactly, and you're more likely to eat for reasons other than true hunger. Like, for example, let's say you had an upsetting phone call with a client at work. You're more likely to eat distracted and eat for other reasons other than true hunger. And that's why mindful eating in a calm environment with the plate, your utensils is so important.
Excellent advice.
Yeah.
And the next step that you have is to, what is the next step?
It's about ambushing your cravings.
Ambush your cravings.
Yes.
I was thinking curb your cravings.
Yeah.
Ambush your craving.
Yeah, so I have, sometimes we have problematic eating. So we have food cravings, and I work with my clients to discover what are the reasons for the food cravings. It could be a triggering situation or a triggering person or event. One common thing I hear is at 8 o'clock, I'm watching my favorite TV show. I just feel like snacking, right? So what I tell people actually is to get a coloring book, get an adult coloring book. I love these things. Have you ever done these before?
I've bought them for people. I haven't done it, but it looks fun.
Yeah, so it's something to do with your hand while you're watching your favorite TV show, right? So you're not tempted to get up and snack. So planning something for around those triggering times to really deal with your cravings, I think, is a good strategy to work on.
That is fabulous.
Yeah.
And what is the next step?
Yeah, so the next one is counting ingredients instead of calories necessarily. So finding food products with minimal ingredients. Because counting calories, calories do play a role in healthy eating, but when you count calories, sometimes you feel restricted.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of a negative relationship with food that ends up developing. So making sure you're putting in your body minimally processed foods, whole foods, as much as you can. So what I brought today is these new crackers, Sinissimo Salmas.
Okay.
And why I love them, they're made with 4 ingredients, whole grain corn flour. And they're a great, office snack. I have them with avocado and some red pepper flakes. They're so delicious. So making sure you're looking for products that have minimal ingredients, which ensures that, things are minimally processed and you're putting in whole foods into your body.
And that would likely make you a little more satisfied and a little more full, too.
Exactly. And you're getting more nutrition out of it instead of something that is refined and processed. Like some granola bars nowadays have 50 ingredients, which, those aren't whole foods. Those are refined little bits of foods. So
excellent advice.
Yeah.
And I think the fourth one is to plan.
Yes. So every weekend, it's good to create a meal plan for the week, okay? Create your plan, do your grocery shopping, and do your cooking. That way you're making your environment work for you. When you get home at 6 o'clock after commuting home from work, you're probably stressed and you're tired. You're not going to feel like making a healthy meal for you and your family. So having that planned ahead of time, having a few serving of each dish just available in the fridge is a great strategy to do. Okay, and I have a grocery list on the other page right here. So it's just so important to do that once a week and to make your environment work for you to have healthy meals.
Now, I liked on this particular page that what you have is not just a list of the food. You actually put a picture.
Yeah.
It makes it more enticing, doesn't it?
For sure.
Sometimes it's sort of boring just to write down, I'm going to have chicken.
Yeah, and we eat with our eyes too, right? So it's nice to have those visuals and what the dish should look like as well.
So when you're pre-planning and pre-cooking your meals, if you're thinking about food safety, I know a lot of people do a prep on a Sunday,
Yeah.
but how long would the chicken actually last in the
Yeah.
refrigerator cooked?
Yeah, so chicken, that's a higher risk food, so probably no longer than 3 days. So you want to be having that chicken dish maybe at the beginning of the week. But let's say you have a vegetarian chili, that's going to last a bit longer, so probably until Thursday or so. So that's okay, but you do want to keep in mind food safety and to think about those things. And you can always freeze your items too.
Right.
Like let's say you're making a chicken dish, you know, you can put that in the freezer, the portions that you don't eat, because you don't want to waste food either, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We only have 30 seconds left, so let's get to the last point, which is
Yeah.
fill up with fiber and protein.
That's right, yeah. So filling up with fiber and protein, those two nutrients really keep us satiated. So again, working with your body and not restricting your body with food. So this is a mix I love to have before dinner or actually just before breakfast. It's a mix of flaxseed, oat bran, and wheat germ, and psyllium husk. And basically you can put a tablespoon in your yogurt or in your smoothie just to add that extra fiber, extra protein to keep you full.
It looks yummy. Thanks so much
Yeah.
for being here. And up next, we have Chef Alex Page. We'll be right back. It does look so good.
It is
So
actually great.
you can prepare it.